Well, I bought this because I felt a bit sorry for it. It was in a sad state of affairs on eBay. It was cheap, and cheap enough. And I'll have a look at it and I'll tell you how much I paid for it. It's a discoloured Game Boy. Looks like the battery contacts have been replaced. They look too new. Covered in sticky tape. It's got sticky tape to hold the screen protector in. And the only good thing at the moment is it's got the extension connector cover. They are quite rare. So let's see if it switches on. And we'll test it. So there's no red LED. I've put the batteries in the wrong way. Beginner mistake. Oh, there is a red LED. And the screen is on. It's flickering on the video, but it's not flickering here. So that's a good sign. And we also had sound. And we have a Nintendo logo. So it does indeed work. Right, how much did I pay for it? So I paid £22.98 from Overstock Solutions Limited. And the description says it's not in a working condition. Blah blah blah. Despite being out of order, it still has the capacity to become a collector's item. Great wear and tear. The shell still looks in good condition. The buttons are all intact. The display is unfortunately not working and there is no sound coming from it. Have they sent me the right one? The device is an ideal piece for someone who has the skills to repair vintage tech. Sold as not working, no returns. It could be a perfect gift for any Nintendo fan. Well, they have sent us the right one, because there's the pictures. So I'm going to clean this up. I'll open it up first and give it a good clean. So why do they think? Presumably they don't have a game, or they didn't have a game. So the seller was expecting it to display something with no game in, or their game wasn't working. That's going to be a bit of a pain to clean up. Let's take a look inside. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 tri-wings, just the right amount. And we've got a lovely clean board inside. So despite the outer appearance, the inside is very nice. Oh, there's a dead spider. Look at that. I missed one on a Game Boy Advance a few videos ago, but there is my victory. Apart from the spider, like. One dead spider. Right, so what are these? These are Phillips. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Phillips. Right, J1 screwdriver for this. That's as close to perfect as you're going to get on an old board like this. And we'll pop these out. I don't know if they're original or not. These are my replacements. And I think all the replacements are the same. So perhaps these are the original ones. The replacements don't have the retaining clip on. The ones installed have the retaining clips on. So these might be original. That's it. Got it? Yes. Where's the other one? Right, 1, 2, and 3. So that can go... Oh, broken here. So we'll clean this up with some IPA. Try and leave that original sticker on though. Don't need IPA. Just comes straight off. Not bad. The screen's got some sticky damage on it. But we'll worry about that later. Now the sound works, but I didn't check the volume wheel. Again, I'll worry about that later if that doesn't work. I didn't check the buttons. I'm getting a bit carried away. Is that it? Have I missed one? Yes, I have. There you go. Still missed one. Surely I haven't missed another one. I think that's just the screen. There you go. I can just hear the glue. Something given away anyways. Yeah, there's a bit of glue on there. Right, so this is my plan. I'm going to clean this up with some hot soapy water, and then I'm going to put it in here. This is my non-contact retro brighten tub, and I'll leave it on the windowsill for a bit and see if we can brighten that up. I've got a spare shell which has been sitting on the windowsill, so I could swap it over straight away, but it feels like cheating. But this has got the battery cover. So I'd like to try this. I'd like to leave this on the windowsill for a week and then come back to it, and we'll see what it looks like. So that's my plan. So I'll see you in a week's time, and hopefully this will be a bit brighter. So this is the result of the retro bright attempt. It's been sitting in here for about a week. Wow. I'm going to try and bring up the video of what it looked like when I put it in. Right, there's a window capture of what it looked like previously, and this is what it looks like now. I've got the other one. This is the new one. That's the shell I was going to put it in. So the new ones came up a little bit better than the shell I was going to use. In fact, it's quite noticeable. Look at the difference. All I do is put some of this Faulty blonde in a Tupperware bowl and have the Game Boy sitting in the bowl. That's it there. And I just set the Game Boy on top. It doesn't have to go in it and be coated in it. It's just the fumes brightens it up lovely. So get rid of that. So I've got two cases. This is the original one. I could put, I'll use the it's 6 2/3 which one I use, to be honest with. The both side by, you can tell there's a difference, but where's that come from? You can tell there's a difference side by side, but you wouldn't notice if I was just selling that one on Gumtree or Facebook. Each one is as good as the other. Right, let's put this back together. I don't know where that's come from. So this is my box of bits. So hopefully everything's still in here. Not exactly sure which way this goes. They must go on there. Do they go on there? That go like that? Oh, where? Can't it be that hard, surely? Doesn't go on that side. Definitely not. That's got the scuff marks in. So that must go against, the game must rub against there. There we go. Finally. So 4 screws. With a tri-wing or not. I'll have to have a look on the video. Right, well I've got 2, 4, 6, 7 tri-wing and I've got 11 positive Phillips or J or whatever they are crossheads. That seems a bit odd. So I'm going to keep the tri-wings for the case. What's next? I better concentrate on this. I've still got a bit of sticky on there. That screen should go in okay, but I need to give it a bit of a clean. I don't know what to clean it with, but it's plastic, so I think I'll use a bit of Mr. Sheen, but don't spray the screen. Spray a cloth. So we'll see if we can get this looking a bit nicer. Much better. Right. Slap that. Oh, I can't slap that in there because I've got to put the things in first. And I've remembered, while I'm putting these in, that I didn't actually test it. Test the buttons or anything like that. So, oh no. I found some more screws. That might be why I've got a strange, odd number. That seems okay. I've dropped one on the floor. I think I better find it. Cannot find it. I might have lost it. So I'll put this back together. I'll put this screen back in. Shall I put a few screws in and then test the buttons? And then put all the screws in? I think I will. I'll put 2 screws in just to hold that in place. I'll put this one back in. If I remember rightly, that just fits in there. Put a couple of screws in here. Power button. I don't think screws went in this part. That way. Why on earth are you not going in there? I'm putting it in the wrong blooming way, man. Why did no one tell us? Right, this is the best way to do it. What a fool. That power switch is in the wrong way. That's more like it. That sits back on there. It'll not switch on without the contacts back in place. Right, game, batteries. Right, well the power's on. I'll pop that battery cover on for the time being. And we'll try a game. You ready? Yeah. It's flashing on the screen. I think I'm recording at 24 frames a second. I think that's why it's flashing. But it hasn't started the game. Try again. And it started. Start button works at least. Left, right, down and up work. A button worked. I need to find Tetris to test this properly. Right, so let's pop this back on. So it's all screws in. That's contrast. Volume's down there. So the contrast wheel's working okay. I can't remember. I'm sure 2 screws go in here. How many do I need for the outside? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 2 screws to hold that in. Perfect. And I've got 5 left because I think I've dropped one on the floor. Right, I found it. That doesn't look like it's sitting in there properly. It's not sitting in there properly. That's it. So that's fine. I'm going to spray a little bit of cleaner, a little bit of contact cleaner in the volume wheel there. Because it did sound a little bit scratchy, but not too bad. So we'll put this back on this way. Do all these screws up. Now I need a tri-wing. I keep forgetting I've bought proper tri-wing screwdrivers rather than use the little ones that come with this kit. For some reason I never remember that I've bought them. Don't even look like tri-wing. 1.5. Right. So do I put the old screen on, which isn't too bad, or do I put a new one on? I think because the shell is in such a good condition, I'll put a new one on. There you go, lovely. That hasn't come on. Battery's in the wrong way, idiot. Where's Tetris? There you go, Nintendo. Hold on, did that say Alex? It says Alex on there. Alex John, guest. Mazzy Boy. I didn't realise it had saved games. Right, buttons left, right, up, down. I've spotted a problem with the screen. There's a horizontal line. You can just see it here. One horizontal line on the screen. I didn't notice that before, and I don't think there's a fix. That is a shame. I've got a replacement screen, and I've put the blooming thing back together. One single line of dead pixels on that screen. But other than that, that's come up fantastic. What would you do? I'm going to leave the video like this. What did I pay for it? £20? £22? Let's have a look. £19.99 with some postage. £22.98 altogether. And I've gave it a new lens. In hindsight, if I knew that line was there, I would have put the old lens on and then just put it on Gumtree for that. So I don't know what to do. Now it's got 2 lines. So what's happening? 2 lines on the screen now. You cannot fix them. Not that I know of, but it's a lovely case. That's it for today. What would you do with that? Would you put a new... It's going to have a new screen with 2 lines on. But anyway, let us know in the comment section what you would do with it. It's cost £23 plus a lens and a bit of time. What would you do with that? So, thanks for watching. Right, hold on a moment, because I've just been looking at the original video and this didn't have lines on the screen when I took it apart. So what's going on there? These seem a little bit smaller. There must be another one. There is another one. Those two are rubbish. This is a 3. Number 3. Much better. So, why has this suddenly decided to deteriorate and have lines on the screen? Could it be just the screen connector? So I figured it was worth taking out 6 screws just to double check that. I've just ordered a Game Boy Color, which I think the listing said it switches on and then switches off. And the seller also stated that it did have a replacement power switch. So it's been worked on before. So I'm looking forward to that arriving. So yeah, I was wondering if it was just that. But that seemed to be all the way in. We'll give it a clean. Some IPA. Put some IPA on there and give it a clean. Put a bit more on. Just push it in there. Make sure it goes all the way in. That's it, right? That's it. I think I've just been unlucky and it's developed a faulty screen while I've been working on it. Although I haven't actually done anything to it other than dismantle it, put it back together. Now it's got... Uh-oh. What's happening? Now it's got 4 lines on the screen. Goodness. It's deteriorating as I talk. I cannot be that unlucky, can I? I've got a new screen. Well, not a new one. I've got another screen. This one looks like it's got orange around the outside. This one came from a very corroded Game Boy that I had. But if I remember rightly, it worked okay. Right, let's try this. I've took the batteries out. See what happens. Surely I can test the screen like that. I'm under the impression all the screens work on all the models. Right. Well, that screen's knackered. If I do that, oh, what's happened? What on earth is going on here? Contrast. This is the contrast wheel. Right, well that screen seems kaput as well. I wonder if it's this contact. I'm running out of options. My initial, where hey, this Game Boy's working fine, it just needs a clean, has suddenly gone out the window because the screen's breaking every time I turn it on. So my £22 bargain doesn't seem much of a bargain at the moment. Oh, look at the difference. So this isn't too much of a problem here. We'll do something with that. I might just pop this screen in, do a bit of repair work on it. This has been repaired before. I've done this before on this screen, so it doesn't last forever. I forgot what temperature I used last time. Right, I'm going to go in for 150 and we'll see if it brings it back to life. I'm sorry about the flickering. I think I'll have to go back to recording at 30 frames a second. I've got one very faint line on this side, which you can't see. Come on, one left. Go away. Done. Right. Good enough. Still just hanging around here. Don't come back. Turn that off. Let's try a game. Can't even say it. Nintendo. Contrast wheel. Working as it should. Cannot do that. Right. That's fine. Brilliant. So we'll take that out. I'm going to try this one again. I'm going to give... This is the one that's got the lines on. I'm just going to give that a rub. You never know. It's worth a shot. No. 5 lines now. And I must take the speaker off. So this is going to have to come apart again. Not coming out. What are you stuck for? Blimey. Well, I'm a bit disappointed. Let's rip that speaker off. Pop the speaker on here. Now I don't know, but do speakers have polarity? Does it matter which way these go? I think I'm going to get them in the same orientation. Right, speakers in place. I think I'd better test this speaker, make sure it's working before I screw all them screws back in. Right, so the speaker's working. I did hear a beep, so I can give that screen a bit of a wipe. Pop that in there. Screw all them back up and test it. I've left that off. I'm glad I noticed that. Well, round 2, or is this round 3? Right, so this is the one with horizontal lines on. The only thing I've done to that screen is to clean it with a soft cloth. I'm just wondering if you can apply pressure somewhere. I mean, we know about this, the ones along the bottom here. Where do the horizontal ones, nothing on the back. There's a clip here and here which keeps the screen on, I think. I've unclipped it and I've got more lines now. What's behind there? Doesn't seem to be attached at the top, so it must be just attached at the bottom here. There's a couple of small screws and I've got more lines coming on the screen. I'm going to take them to... What happened there? I think I'll take the game out so now we can see quite clearly. Can I get these screws out? There's a few bits and pieces going on underneath there. The ribbon cable on the back looks like it connects there, and then there's some connections here. But it looks as if that screen comes out of the top. Yeah, there's some connectors down there. I think the whole screen might come out of that plastic shroud. I'm wondering if that's the connectors here. You can just see some connections here. I wonder if those ones there are for the horizontal lines. But this plastic doesn't seem to be part of the screen. It's a shame we can't get the screen out of the plastic. Oh, we can. Look. I think we'd have to desolder these to get the plastic out. See what's happening here. I think those are the lines for here. I am going to run, for science, a hot iron on here where it connects here, and I'm going to see if it changes these lines. I'll stick to what I had before, which was 150. So this is just for an experiment. See if I can get me iron in there. We'll keep an eye on those lines and see if they change. I want to find something to put underneath here so I don't short anything out. Nah, it's not happening. I think it's just melting some plastic. No doubt someone's already tried this previously. I'm melting something. It's just melting plastic, to be fair. It's not going to fix anything. It's such a shame. I wouldn't mind if I'd done something stupid with it. So I think I've been very unlucky, but it half works, so I will keep it as some kind of test board. I'll put this one back in. Sound, game on, and I think that's it. I don't like this Tetris DX game. Right, there you go. No lines. That's spot on. Not the bargain I started the video with, but not bad for £22. The best thing about this video was my method of retro-brighting a case non-contact. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.